Dead.
What?
Mother's dead.
You mean like dead tired, right?
No, not dead tired. Dead dead.
You don't mean like not breathing anymore, dead.
That's what I said, isn't it?
No, she's not.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
You mean like dead and buried dead?
That's exactly what I mean.
That can't be. We would have heard something.
No, you wouldn't. She went quietly in her sleep.
What happened? How did she die? When did she die?
Last night, I found her this morning on the couch.
She's dead. She's really dead.
Yes, she is.
It was the bourbon and the pills, wasn't it? Oh my god, it was the booze and the pills! I should have stopped her! Oh my god, this is a nightmare! Oh my god.
What are you doing?
I'm making breakfast.
Well, stop it.
Okay, you don't have to yell.
You found her on the couch. Why didn't you tell me?
You were asleep.
So? You couldn't wake me?
There was no need, really.
What do you mean there was no need? You find Mother dead on the couch and you don't think you need to wake me? Where is she, the funeral home?
She's in the backyard.
Mother...
What do you mean she's in the backyard? If she's dead, what is she doing in the backyard?
That's where I buried her.
You don't mean like you buried her this morning, all by yourself, in the backyard?
That's exactly what I mean.
Are you saying that you dug a hole, put her in it, and covered her back up?
That's how you bury someone, isn't it? What's the matter? You don't think I know how to bury someone?
Oh shit!
Barb, where did you bury her?
I told you, in the backyard.
Don't tell me, show me!
Here she is.
Oh my God.
Mother, what do we do?
Oh my God, I don't believe this.
Mother, what do we do?
How should I know?
We gotta do something!
You buried her in the middle of the backyard.
Well, I had to rearrange some pixies.
Screw the pixies! You buried the woman in your backyard! What the hell were you thinking?
Aunt Barb, did you notice that her feet are sticking up through the dirt?
I didn't notice that.
It looks like you've planted a crop of pumps.
I'll add some dirt.
Just stop right there. Put that back in your pocket and don't even think about taking it out again. This is unbelievable.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know, let me think. I can't think with a clear head. We get drunk, then we figure something out. Stop with the breakfast already.
But we need to keep up our strength.
Sit down. Barb, why the hell did you bury Mother in the backyard?
Because she asked me to.
She didn't really ask you to do that, did she? How could she ask you to bury her in the backyard? She was dead, right?
Of course she was dead. I wouldn't have buried her if she wasn't dead. She didn't want to be buried next to Daddy. She was very clear she didn't want to be buried next to Daddy.
So from that, you figured she wanted to be buried in the backyard like a family pet?
Well, I didn't have many choices. I couldn't very well bury her in a public park, now could I?
You know, you come up with some of the dumbest things. I swear you could be so stupid sometimes.
It's not stupid. A promise is not stupid. All my life, she never broke a promise to me. I can't break my promise to her. I'd rather die first.
Promises are made to be broken. Take my word for it.
You're going to dig her up, aren't you?
Well, I sure as hell am not going to leave her buried 3 inches deep in the backyard.
This is why I didn't wake you. I knew you try to take charge. You always do.
Barb, you just can't leave her in the backyard like that.
Why? Why can't I? Give me one good reason why I can't.
Well, for starters, you're going to have a hell of a time if you ever decide to sell the house.
Aunt Barb, you need to understand.
Understand what?
Understand that burying someone in your backyard is not acceptable in almost all 50 states, including this one.
You don't care what Mama wants. You only care about what you want.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about that lady who's attached to that pair of shoes sticking out of the ground in the backyard. And by the way, those shoes, unless you buried her with her legs crossed, are on the wrong feet.
They came off when I was rolling her off the couch and onto my garden cart. I must have gotten them on backwards.
You really believe this is what she wanted?
Of course not, but it's only a pair of shoes.
This is absurd.
Oh my God. There's a big dog digging her up.
What?
There's a big dog digging up Grandma.
Of course there is.
What do we do?
What do you think?
Beat it, Mutt. Get out of here. Come on. Get.
He's not getting the message. I've really messed things up, haven't I, Mama? I knew I couldn't survive without you. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna scare him off.
You're not gonna scare him off, you're gonna piss him off.
Mother! That wasn't a dog. That was a wolf. A full-grown wolf with full-grown teeth.
You could have gotten us killed. What the hell were you thinking?
I was thinking, my God, that dog is digging up my dead grandmother. What were you thinking?
Do you smell something?
No, why?
I smell something.
I smell it now. It smells like gas.
Barb? Do you smell something?
No, I don't smell a thing.
Holy shit, Barb! What are you doing?
Oh my God!
Leave me alone.
Open the door.
What, are you nuts? There's a wolf out there!
Are you all right?
Leave me alone.
She should take deep breaths.
What are you talking about deep breaths? Just breathe normally.
She's too excited. She's taking quick, short breaths. She's gonna hyperventilate.
Quick, short breaths are okay. It's long, deep breaths that are the problem. Are you feeling all right? Take quick, short breaths. That'll help.
I think we need a paper bag
A paper bag?
to breathe into. That's what you do when you're hyperventilating. You breathe into a bag. I saw it on TV.
We don't need a paper bag. She's not hyperventilating.
Keep speaking like that, she will.
Short, shallow breaths don't cause hyperventilation. Long, deep breaths do.
No, long deep breaths give it a hiccup. Short, shallow breaths cause hyperventilation.
Short, shallow breaths don't cause hiccups.
I can say cause hiccups, it cures it. Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Do you know how to do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation?
No, do you?
Yeah, I do. Well, I've seen it on TV.
Well, I once saw a documentary on open heart surgery, so I could do a bypass if she needs
Both
it.
of you stop. I'm not going to hyperventilate.
I don't need mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. I don't have the hiccups. I don't need a bypass.
Well, of course you don't, but what if you should?
That's right. What if you should?
Just leave me alone. I'm fine.
You're fine? You bury our mother in the backyard, then you stick your head in the oven and you tell me you're fine? Well, I don't believe you. Barb, why would you stick your head in the oven?
I was trying to kill myself, okay?
No! Not okay! Killing yourself is not okay! It's unokay! It's not okay! It's the opposite of a good idea, which makes it a bad idea. Am I making this clear enough for you?
Mother, stop! This is not getting us anywhere. Aunt Barb, are things really that bad? Bad enough to make you want to kill yourself?
It's worse.
It's worse? It's worse? It's not worse! There's nothing worse than killing yourself!
What's it to you anyway? What does it matter to you whether I live or die?
It matters because I love you. Do you think this is easy for me? Do you think it's fun for me to pull your head out of an oven? Do you think I like running stray dogs away from my mother's half-buried body? Do you think I enjoy this? Because I don't. So cut it out.
Hey, I know.
You know what?
I know how to fix this problem.
Do you really know how to solve it, or have you just seen it on TV?
What if you could bury Grandma in the backyard?
Where have you been? That's not the answer to the problem. That is the problem.
Why don't we just have her cremated? Then you can bury her anywhere you want. In the backyard, in the front yard. You can even put her on the kitchen table.
Can you do that?
It's a little more acceptable than burying the entire person in your backyard.
That's a good idea.
Beats drinking yourself into a stupor.
What do you say, Barb? Would that make you happy?
Can I really put her on the kitchen table?
Well, you could put her ashes in a vase and put the vase on the kitchen table.
What sort of vase?
What do you mean, what sort of vase? A vase, any vase. A coffee can if you want.
It's your choice.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank your niece. I didn't do anything.
Thank you.
I'm glad I could help.
Ellen, what am I gonna do without her?
You're gonna eat. You're gonna sleep. Probably do a little less gardening. You'll be all right.
Mom, I think we should call the police.
The police? Why the police?
To pick up Grandma.
Do we have to do that? Can't we just bring her in and clean her up ourselves?
I really don't think that we should do that.
Why not? I could start some bath water.
I think it would be best to call the police.
Am I in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble. Holy shit.
Could someone please get me a glass of water?
Water.
Oh my God! Of course!
Your mother.
Here you go, Grandma.
Mother, are you all right?
What happened? I woke up in the garden and there was a dog licking my face.
It's a miracle.
It's not a miracle, it's stupidity.
What's a miracle?
Apparently, Barb thought you were dead. So she buried you in the backyard. You're just lucky that dog came along before we had you cremated.
Grandma, you shouldn't have taken those pills with that bourbon. It's dangerous.
She's right. Someone might mistake you for dead and bury you.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. I thought you were dead. I wouldn't have buried you if I didn't think you were dead. You don't think I would have done that if I thought you were just sleeping, do you? Because I wouldn't. If I would have thought you were just sleeping, I would have just covered you with the blanket. That's all. I'm so glad you're not dead.
I am too, dear. But why did you bury me in the backyard?
You told me before you didn't want to be buried next to Daddy.
You might want to think about getting a little more detailed on your last will and testament. Apparently, it left some room for interpretation. You are deep down filthy.
Oh.
That's not clean dirt.
So this is where you and Dad got married?
Yeah.
So, tell me about it. What was it like?
I was 9 weeks pregnant with you and trying not to throw up.
She was beautiful.
Wasn't it the happiest day of your life?
No. I was marrying a boy I'd only known for 9 weeks and carrying bus fare in my bra in case I felt the need to escape. What do you think?
She was happy.
How do you know?
Well, you didn't use the bus fare, did you? What? I thought that was a breakthrough.
I'm sorry for the delay. Francine, our secretary, went into labor early this morning.
How is she?
I don't have the faintest idea. I've been too busy answering phones and trying to get coffee out of that unholy coffee maker. But I am sorry for your loss. How are you holding up?
Well, when I woke up this morning, I felt like the weight of the world was suffocating me.
I said I'm sorry.
Well, grief will pass with time, and then you'll be left with fond memories of Joe.
He's going to burn.
Cremated. He's gonna be cremated.
I have to take this. Excuse me. Hi, Francine. Yes, I know. No, what do you mean unplugged? Why would it be unplugged?
What a day, huh?
I've had worse.
You think that's really necessary?
I'm just trying to forget.
Forget what?
The old man, mostly.
How's Paul? He's good. I miss him.
It hasn't even been 2 days.
Yeah, but I still miss him.
How long have you two been dating?
A little over 7 months.
And I'm just now hearing about him?
I really didn't think you cared.
Is he good to you? Does he treat you right?
He treats me great.
You better, or I'll come up there and kick his ass.
Maybe you'd like to meet him.
You're either really brave or really stupid.
No, I think you'd like him.
I'm sure I will. The problem is what he'll think of me.
He would love you. I know you would.
Nothing breeds confidence like youth.
Paul's gonna ask me to marry him. I found out by accident.
nice. Not that you found out, but that he's gonna ask.
So, what do you think?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do now?
You're supposed to tell me what you think.
I think you're in love with him. I think that's good.
Yeah, but should I marry him?
Don't ask me questions like that. Don't ask me for life-changing advice.
Look, I wasn't expecting a yes or no answer. I was just hoping that we could talk about it, but never mind.
Christy, I'm sorry. Look, we'll talk, okay? We'll all get together with your grandmother and we'll talk.
I don't want to talk about it with Grandma. I want to talk about it with you.
You know, all your life, I thought you were probably the smartest, most amazing girl in the whole world. But when you turn to me for advice, I start to question that.
Well, that makes two of us.
Let us pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. At this time, Joe's daughter Ellen would like to deliver the eulogy.
I put a lot of time and thought into writing this. But I just realized that if I read it, most of you wouldn't recognize that it was about this man. Because most of you knew the public Joe Casey. And this was the private Joe Casey. The Joe Casey that my mother and my sister and I knew. The Joe Casey that we lived with, grew up with, and can't forget. So what do I do now? How do I sum up my father, your friend? I guess it's best to say it like this. My father was like a donut. To you, his friends and coworkers, he was the soft, sweet circle of dough. To us, his family,